also fistulas, you can do the same thing. Also, brown recruit spider bites.
Or a dog with a cyst.
Or a dog with a cyst. Lavender essential oil, and I have to say ACAM, which is what I represent. ACAM essential oil of lavender definitely reduces tumors. We had persons coming in, more than one, with liver cyst and pain because of inflammation. Upon applying lavender topically, the inflammation in seconds goes down, the pain goes away, and everything begins to reduce. Now, you have to cover environmental toxins and chemicals they're involved with, and you look at whatever they have worked in, occupational hazards. So after you take chemical exposure and things like that, then you have a chance. There is a chance. You don't have to run to, before you run to synthetic drugs, there is a chance, a big chance in plant medicine. That's the whole idea. Any questions? Yes?
Can you ever mix two oils together to then make a substance that's better?
Yes, that's what we did with the de-stress blend. That's the sentence. When we mix two of the same, it becomes a sentence. So that's it. If we were to use a vegetable oil with that essential oil, then it's a blend. This is not the same. So yes. Yes?
Where do we buy these?
You can get it either definitely at Eunice's Apothecary, which is Teen Sanity, or you can come and visit this weekend at the park. There will be a booth there. She will have a booth there.
Yeah. Oh, so through Eunice?
Yes, yes. She has that. Also, as a reflux, I want to get into the herbs.
Do you sell them?
Through Eunice, yes. Yes.
And he has an ACAM too.
And we have a website, which is, I'll put on the voice. It's a-cameducation.com. That's where I do the education, certification courses and things like this.
He works with me, but I don't use any oils with his because I don't like any of it. I mean, I've tested them. There's no comparison.
Well, notice one thing. There's no oiliness in your hands. The real essential oils penetrate into your system. The real essential oils.
You go online and you can log into essential oils and you can buy them. And if you compare them, there's no comparison whatsoever.
It's just what you're using. A-CAM. The thing about in research that really, like, you know, you begin to think outside the square. The word essential oils can be used interchangeably in organic and organic chemistry. The same thing with estrogen. There can be a synthetic estrogen, which is all the bad news about, or you can have the natural estrogen where there's no risk involved. And what I mean that's subject, a simple thing of chewing on fennel seeds, a pinch of fennel seeds 2 or 3 times a day will shut up menopause symptoms in seconds. Amazing. So if you know somebody going through that hormonal thing, that's what happened. A pinch of estrogen. It's the greatest amount of estrogen in the fennel seeds available. Acid reflux. Anybody here has acid reflux? Yeah, somebody has been having acid reflux. It's abundant. Reflux, headache, low back pain, a combination of herbs, definitely peppermint, the one that the doctors tell you not to go to. That was the one that works the great for acid reflux. Peppermint, lavender anti-inflammatory, calendula, and chamomile. That tea within 1 cup is done. You don't have to do a medication. We're not against medication, we're just against medication that the risk is too high. If you have a fungal nail, we don't want you to risk liver damage on the pill or heart on the cream. We'd rather shoot the damn nail. You know what I mean? What the hell? You know, you're going to risk internal organs, make sure you risk it for another internal organ, not for little fungal things.
Or the lady that came with acne last week, the drug for acne.
Okay, there was a girl that came in, yeah, that she goes like, you know, I got acne, but the risk of that is liver damage. We have a nurse over here as a president, so we have an active medical. So the risks were too great. She was internal organ damage for a pimple. Okay? Yeah? Oh, childbearing too.
If you got pregnant while you were on that particular acne drug, the indication was to abort the child because it would be.
So anyway, we made a combination.
Label of the acne drug.
We made a combination of clay, bentonite clay, EPK clay, tea tree, lavender, myrrh. In 2 days, the acne is gone. Period. Hello. Done. The cost, $10. The cost for the other one, besides the side effect and the risk. So
and the medication that comes after to take care of it anyway.
Well, that and the scary thing is that you don't know how long does that last? 10 years from now, you decide to get pregnant, or is there anything residual effects? Who knows? They don't test it as well as they should.
It's a pimple, for heaven's sake. What the hell is that? Squeeze the damn thing and continue on. Okay, I have it corrected. When you squeeze a pimple, it spreads everywhere. Okay. Don't squeeze it.
Miguel, could you give the four,
I'm going to pass.
the four blends of the tea for the acid reflux again?
Okay, for the acid reflux, and then I'm going to wind it up because we need to eat and things like that. And play and all that. Huh?
We're stoned enough as it is.
No, no. Not yet.
There's a little more coming.
One of them is patchouli. If you want it, I'm 61, so if you live like during that time, patchouli will definitely flash you back to many things. What's that? So I'm going to pass patchouli around. The other one is during this time there was a gift of the three wise guys, and they gave the popular dudes. They gave them myrrh. They gave them frankincense, which we have here, and they gave them gold. But at that time, they called gold pine needle oil. So they actually gave them. They all actually gave them 3 essential oils. No more smelling for work. Okay, this is frankincense. And this is used, it's anti-putrid. This is one of the oils together with patchouli that they used during the mummifying of the mummies. So 3,000 years later, when they find that the skin's still intact, they analyze this because it has been dipped in preservative of skin tissue, which is patchouli, myrrh, cedarwood atlas. So that's what we put in our skincare. Preservative of skin tissue, proven by time. Any questions that you want to ask about health? Go ahead, John. Your head go away? Your head go away?
No, not yet. What is your take on flu shots? There's always a push in the medical community. Get your flu shot today.
Yes, yeah. Well, that goes together with all those killer viruses that were coming, and there was a shortage of shots, and then it was sort of like, okay, we have abundance of shots, and what happened to the killer viruses? They kind of die everywhere. Yeah, you live 61 years, you realize there's a lot of business in here. I haven't had a flu shot since I have no idea what anything. I have no idea. I have no idea I don't have no idea what happens in the drugstore. I have no idea what happened in prescription drugs. My blood pressure is 120/80. My cholesterol is fine. Blah 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 blah. I have no idea of nothing like that, and I don't get sick for 24 hours because I am close to garlic, antiviral. I mean, anything and everything that doesn't kill, I don't want to be around. Okay? Because that thing, whatever grows in a garlic oil, I'm leaving town. I'm calling. Yeah, I'm leaving town. The hell with that. Whatever grows, and I try to grow in the time with this. I need to do a drug, okay? I don't have a lab. I can't afford rats. I have people around me, and I got a bunch of stuff I can do. So I try to grow as many things as I can on those essential oils that I couldn't. Even one time, a microbiologist that works for the Veterans Hospital, that what they do is they get microbiologists get the most resistant bacteria from Jackson, and it's her job to find how to fight the bacteria. And I made a mixture for her, and I asked her to splash it in the most resistant bacteria, and she did. That bacteria kills 100,000 people per year. All antibiotics are immune, that bacteria is immune to. The mixture was, I knew it was going to kill it. It kills anything. It is garlic. The mixture has onion essential oil. The mixture had oregano essential oil. The mixture had lavender essential oil, antibacterial, antiviral, antiseptic. The mixture had tea tree.